Alright guys, welcome back. I'm Ace, and right now we are into day 3 of the Dota Pit Minor. We are into the 4th series of the day, I think, the 4th best of 1, and it's Newbee going up against OG in an elimination match. Okay, so loser will be done here, and winner will move on. In the last series, VP were just able to cruise over SG spots, so the winner of this game will face up against VP in the next round. It's also a best of 1. And I feel that I mentioned a draft analysis of VP versus SG spots. You can go check it out if you haven't. That VP just had a very comfortable draft, and they were way too strong in the mid game. It was just way too difficult for SG to withstand the pressure that VP was going to put on to them in the mid game. And yeah, that was exactly what happened. And they lost around the, I think, 35 to 40 minute mark. Okay, so moving on, Newbee vs OG elimination match. Let's see how the draft unfolds. OG has first pick. They ban Wyvern, SB as well as Sand King. Okay, Sand King is Kaka's best hero. They just want to remove it from his pool. Wyvern is a really strong hero right now, position 5 wise. And Spirit Breaker, I don't really like this ban, but it's one of the hero that Newbee likes to pick. They always pick Spirit Breaker on Faith and Kaka on his Sand King. Or like Winter Wyvern. They like to play Winter Wyvern plus Spirit Breaker on Kaka and Faith respectively. That's their two go-to supports in most of their games at Dota Pit. So yeah, OG just wanted to take them out of their comfort zone. And Newbee ban away Brew, Beastmaster as well as Spirit. Pretty straightforward ban towards OG. Okay, then with the first pick, OG went for Ogre. Ogre is a very strong lane dominator that I think is going to be one of position 5 hero that's coming back. VP has proven it a lot of times. Regardless of which patch you're in, this hero is just going to be very strong on the position 5 role. You can do a lot in the early game, create pressure on multiple parts of the map with your rotations, and late game you're just a bloodlust machine, and you're just going to be in front tanking for your team, taking damage and scouting. So yeah, it's just a very effective hero to play on the position 5, especially when you're the captain yourself. And then Newbee, they respond with Bane Mirana. Bane is a very strong position 5 now, and when paired with a Mirana, this Mirana is probably going to the mid lane for SCCC, and you can always pair up with Arrow into Nightmare into Arrow, so it's a very strong combo. Newbee, they ban away Anti-Mage as well as Medusa towards OG. They understand that OG is a team that focus a lot on resolution. They always pick him on something that is very farm intensive, and yeah, so AM and Medusa is two of the best heroes towards that style. With the changes to both of this hero, it's actually a really strong carry right now, late game. And OG, they ban away Puck as well as Faceless Void. Okay, Puck is KP's comfort hero, and I think Faceless Void as well. They just want to it's a form of initiation that Newbee currently lacks. They have Bane Mirana, not really a team fighting kind of initiating hero. So both Puck and Faceless Void kind of do the role that Newbee currently lacks, and it's a very suitable pick for KP right now on the off lane. So it's a very targeted ban by OG here. And something I forgot to mention is they picked up the rubric for Jarex. I noticed that recently they've been picking a lot of different heroes for Jarex. Like if they can get a Spirit for him, they'll get it. But recently he has been playing like Clockwork. I think yesterday he played, I want to say what hero was that. I can't remember now, but basically he has been trying out different heroes. I think there was a task somewhere in there as well. And yeah, maybe they're just exploring like what's the better position 4 heroes in this 7.07. Rubric is decent against Bane. You can definitely steal Finn's creep and counter it onto your opponent. Yeah, so in general just a stable position 4 hero, I guess. Oh yeah, not forgetting the changes to null field. You can now make it aggressive null field, so your opponent will take more magical damage. And Newbee, they go back for Night Stalker for Kaka. Not known to be one of the better Night Stalker players, but definitely he's still a very strong hero here. OG respond with S4 Centaur. With the Brewmaster ban, they need another form of initiating hero for S4, so they go for the Centaur. It's coming back as one of the top pick offlaner now. The offlane position is getting harder and harder because of how the lane dynamics have shifted, as well as how teams are focusing now. So Centaur is a very good hero for that. It's very tanky, and even if he gets shut down in the lane, as long as he can find some space in the around 10 minute mark, he can still get his Blink Dagger around 15 minute and still create a lot of impact in the mid game. Okay, so moving on here, Newbee will try to pick up something that can probably synergize well with something for KP here. I mentioned they lack like initiation heroes, team fight heroes. Currently Night Stalker and Bane, they don't really start fights well. Bane can grip somebody, but on the side of OG they have a lot of ways to cancel Finn's grip, so yeah, they're gonna need some form of team fighting heroes on KP to start fights. Earthshaker might be one of them, but I don't remember them picking it very often. Newbee is one of the few teams that still pick like Tidehunter for KP on the offlane, so we might get to see it here. It's a bit cooldown dependent though, which I'm afraid doesn't really suit the current meta now. They're taking quite a while to pick KP's hero here. They might still like play some mind games and switch this Mirana to the offlane for KP, and just because they got a Bane Mirana, and then they pick some very self-sustaining hero for Mugi. But looks like this MK is gonna be KP's hero. I'm not 100% sure. They can still play around with it for Mugi or KP can both play it. So yeah, it's an open-ended pick. They can decide what they want to go for with the last pick after seeing what OG has chosen for the rest of their lineup. Very interesting, versatile 4th pick here by Newbee, and fully utilizing the advantage of having last pick. OG go back for the Slug. As I mentioned, Newbee don't really have very good like AoE team fight spells, and Slug excels in that. Like every time when you see a Bane, as long as you can react fast enough, you can pop your Dark Pack and you can always remove Finn's grip. It works the same thing towards Mirana Arrow as well as Night Stalker Silence. As long as you can react fast enough, you should be able to Dark Pack it. And the only other stun they have is Monkey King's Boundless Strike, but even that is a very short stun, and they don't really have much control of Slug through his ultimate. Newbee, they ban away the Death Prophet. Death Prophet is, I don't know. I don't think Resolution is because I guess they expect Resolution to play this slap, and No-Tail has played Death Prophet back in the days, like really long ago. But I really don't think that's a very suitable ban in my opinion. I felt like they can target more towards No-Tail Zero. And OG they banned the Slug, the Bloodseeker. Bloodseeker is known to be one of the best counters to Slug in terms of the carry potential wise. Slug, he always likes to get low and then go and regen, but if there's a Bloodseeker on the map as your opponent, you won't regen because of thirst. Sorry, my throat is getting a bit dry, let me drink some water. Okay, OG with 3 seconds left, what would they go for here? They go for the Razor. Now I'm very interested to see who's the... I believe Resolution will play the Slug, just because I'd mentioned that he's the more farm intensive hero, and No-Tail will play the more space creating hero on the Razor. Okay, Razor, if he lanes up against the Mirana, it wouldn't be the best, but it's probably just going to be an even matchup, because Mirana can always slip out of Razor static link. The only thing I fear for Razor right now is Bane rotating in with the Night Stalker, sleep into Arrow. The 3-man gang is really very strong on Newbee side, and the Ogre is going to be the ogre is going to have to be in a very good position to disrupt all these gangs, or the rubric at least to maybe like disrupt one component of the gangs and save the Razor's life. Okay, so they go back for KP's X as I mentioned. They need a lane like initiation hero for him. So yeah, X is a very good hero in that department. It's also a hero that can lock down the slug through his ultimate using call. And with Blade Mail, you can actually do a lot of damage back onto a slug. Okay, so right now, overall, Newbee has a quite good team fight in terms of X call into Monkey King's ultimate. That's a really strong combination. You keep all the heroes there, and then your Monkey King can do a lot of damage in his ultimate. And SCCC's Mirana can also dish out a lot of damage. On the other hand, OG, they rely a lot on this resolution slug once again, and if KP can play a super good game, I remember the last time I seen him playing X was in the TI7 upper bracket finals, I think, and he was playing crazy well on that hero. He pretty much carried Newbee against, I think it was LFY in the upper bracket finals, and yeah, I think he single-handedly won Newbee the game with his X plays. So yeah, if he can have that kind of performance in this game, I think Newbee has a good shot going into this best of 1. I think in terms of skill wise between these two teams, it's pretty even. OG and Newbee both are very, very strong team right now. OG fell short to VG, who looked really dominant as they even 2-0 VP. And Newbee only lost to Liquid. So yeah, both teams are really looking very strong right now. I'm not sure who I'm going to favor in terms of skill potential. I think it's 50-50. And in terms of the draft wise, I slightly favor it towards Newbee. I think they have a more all-rounded draft, better team fight. OG though, they have a bloodlusted slug who can actually go out of control in the fights. And as I mentioned, they're gonna have to rely a lot on this X to control the slug in the fights. If KP can get off good calls on this slug and burst him down, then Newbee is definitely gonna have stand a chance. But if this bloodlusted slug on resolution is going to be able to get off the things he wants, he still has like Stampede to help him, and basically his team is going to play all around him as always. Like OG's playstyle has always been like that right now. So yeah, it's going to be down to execution, but I just slightly favor Newbee. I really like the X last pick from them. Okay, so that's all for game 1. Not this is the only game, this is the best of 1. That's all for the draft analysis of Newbee versus OG. Hope you guys like it, and thanks for watching.